Steel City. Is everybody ready to go? Let's proclaim the greatest radio show.
Welcome, friends, to The Spread. This is your boy, Big Easy, filling in for Jim in the studio today with our senior baseball analysts, JK47. Continuing our quick pitch segments, we got a big one for you. We're going to talk Giraffe. We're going to talk Mercer. Giraffe.
Yeah, Giraffe to you. Although I think Andrew McCutchen looks more like a giraffe than
It's not about looking like a giraffe. It's when he runs the bases. I mean, for some reason.
Right,
Polanco.
cool. But yeah, we're going to talk about Gregory.
We're going to talk
Polanco.
about Dash's fantasy hero.
Oh, he's killing it in fantasy this season.
Okay, now.
Well, he is. I mean, he's one of my league is strikeout and walk heavy, so he is killing it in my league. But yeah, we're going to talk Polanco. We're going to talk Mercer, and the question is, are they having breakout seasons? Is it too early to tell at this point, or are they for real? Now, let's start with Gregory Polanco here. He hit .235 in his debut season in 277 at-bats, though he did hit a solid 7 home runs over that span. Last season, he raised his average and his on-base percentage a little bit, .256 and a .320 on base, but he only hit 9 home runs over 593 at-bats, though he did show good speed. Along with his first season, he
can run.
Yeah, he had 41 stolen bases over his first 2 seasons. Now, this year, he only has 2 stolen bases compared to 3 caught stealing. So, we'll have to see. He needs to improve a little bit on that. But he has gotten a little bit bigger as well. So, maybe he has lost a little bit of speed. Maybe we won't see that 25 stolen bases from him. Maybe it drops to something like 15 to 20. I don't know. But he's showing a little bit more power now, and he's hitting 300 with a .405 on base. And, I always preach the walk rate, man.
Right,
and I'm telling you, it works, man. The walk rate went up this year, which I kind of predicted for him because I seen it in the minor leagues. His walk rate went way up, and it forces pitchers to throw better pitches for him to hit, and he's going to hit better. So that's what's happening at this point. And he has 10 doubles already as well. So this guy's going to hit a ton of doubles this season, if not a lot of home runs. But this guy, I believe, is a 20-20 guy, maybe a 25-25 guy. I don't know at this point.
Now, real quick, I seen him in right field the other day. Just put his glove up.
Oh, looked terrible.
The line drive went right over his head.
There was 2 of them, man. There was something wrong with him that day. I don't know what it was, but he really hasn't had the greatest season defensively so far. But last season, he was one of the best right fielders defensively in baseball. They were already praising his defense. They were just waiting for his offense. Now, his defense has been a little shaky to start the season, but I expect it to improve. I don't see why he'd decline defensively already.
If he remained lackluster at defense, would it matter if he continued to hit 300 and have beast OBP and power numbers?
Well, I mean, if it's not costing them ball games, then sure.
Yeah, I mean, you'll accept it, but, I mean, you really expect this to be the best outfield, not only offensively, but defensively. That's one of the main pieces. Marte, maybe the best outfielder in baseball defensively. McCutchen, he's starting to show a little wear, maybe slowing down a little bit defensively, but he's still pretty good defensively.
If they would have just scored a base hit, he would have been fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hating on McCutchen's defense or anything, but he was a lot better back in the day when he was younger, you know what I mean? And Gregory Polanco, I mean, like I said, last season they were already praising his defense, so you need this defense to be one of the best defensively, more than offensively at this point, because we seen, I mean, Polanco last year was valuable without the offense. This year, I mean, if he can get that defense in line, he's on for big things. And, I mean, he could be an MVP candidate, not this season, but in the future if he remains this 300 hitter with a 400 on-base percentage, shows some pop. I mean, this guy is for real. And he's a big dude, 6'5", 230 pounds.
Of course.
He has a nice swing, too.
Yes.
It's a little bit longer of a swing, but when he hits the ball, I mean, it goes, man. He hits the ball harder than any guy in baseball, they were saying, I heard.
A perfect guy to have in there to put it right over Clemente wall.
So what do you think, 47? Is this for real? Is this his breakout season?
I think so. I mean, I don't look for him to bat 300 all year. I think you're probably going to be looking at anywhere between a 280 and maybe around in the high 290s. You know,
I'd take that all day long.
Oh, I'm agreeing. I mean, I'm just saying
I was hoping for something like a 275 from him this season, but now, I mean, I raised my expectations. I expect closer to a 300 hitter this year now.
Well, I'm actually kind of the power is actually what I'm going to be interested in. Is he going to get it? Is he going to be more of a doubles hitter? Like, not that I'm complaining about a doubles hitter, but you still would like to get some pop out of him, though. I mean, they're kind of dependent on it.
Right.
Right.
Well, right now he has, like I said, 3 home runs through 100 at bats. So he had 593 at bats last season. If he can stay healthy, I mean, he's on pace for around 17, 18 home runs, and that's a pretty nice number for a guy that's just 24 years old at this point. Like I said, this is the age that Starling Marte got called up. So Polanco was way ahead of Marte, considering how young they were in the minor leagues when they got called up. So really, Polanco may have a lot bigger things ahead of him because we've seen Marte grow over the past couple of years into one of the best players in baseball, really.
Believe it.
And then you got Jordy Mercer. Now, this is a bigger question. Is this his breakout season? You take a look. In 2013, he was a pretty good player, but he was only facing left-handed pitching, you remember, for the most part. I mean, he still got 333 at-bats. Some of that was versus right-handed pitching. But he hit 285 with a 336 on base that season in limited playing time, had 8 home runs. And then they gave him the starting job in 2014. He got 506 at-bats, but he only hit 255 with a 305 on base, although he did show some power, 12 home runs. And then last season got off to the slow start like he always does, you know what I mean? And then he got injured, so he never really had the chance because he was turning it around before he got injured. He was hitting 290 for a month and a half or something, but it wasn't long enough to get his average back up, so he only hit 244 with a 293 on base. Only had 3 home runs as well, which really hurt. Now, he only has 1 home run this year through 99 at-bats, and I'm hoping he gets closer to 10 again. But he is hitting 313 with a 391 on base in his 3rd season as the full-time starter, you know. So maybe this is a breakout season for him. Let's not forget, he's 29 years old, and really, I think that was Neil Walker's really his breakout year as well, but it was more of a power breakout, you know what I mean? Wasn't that the year when he was 29? I think he hit, 22, 24 home runs, something like that, which was a couple years ago. But Jordy Mercer, do you think he can keep this going? Obviously not a 313 hitter, but he's showing better plate discipline as well with those 12 walks already, man. I mean, he only had 27, 394 bats last season.
Well, I mean, as far as this being a breakout year, even if he has a good year or even if he keeps this up, I mean, chances are he's just peaking anyway.
Yeah, this is a peak year. I would definitely have to believe that. After this year, I would expect it to go back down if he's able to keep this up, obviously. But as of right now, I mean, I'm liking what I see out of Jordy Mercer. And, I mean, he's going to be replaced eventually, but I don't think this is the year now. Because, I mean, Mercer's the guy that always had a slow start, so he always had to work his average back up, and now he finally got the hot start. So this may be the year you see him as a 280, 290 hitter. But like 47 said, he's probably peaking, and he'll go back down after that. And, I mean, that's the Pirates do a good job of knowing when someone's going to peak. Because let me tell you right now, remember how much everybody hated Russell Martin's departure? And last season, he was very good for the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, guess what? This season, Russell Martin may be the worst player in baseball. He got like 63 at-bats and has 32 strikeouts or something. He's hitting like 1-something, low 1s, man. He's doing nothing, no power, no anything. Now, he's still good defensively or whatever, but he's losing playing time. I mean, his bat is just not on right now. But it is too early. Maybe he breaks out at some point this season and has a solid season. But right now, Russell Martin looks washed up offensively.
Solid quote, or not even a quote, theme of quick pitch segments. It's too early.
It is. It's too early. I'm hoping Russell Martin breaks out of it, man. I like Russell Martin.
Yeah, well, hey, I'll tell you what.
Coltrane.
Twin Peaks, baby.
So, what about this one? You think Mercer's for real? Easy?
Yeah, if he finds a way to stay healthy, I see him having his best season as a Pirate. Why not?
What do you do with him after the season? Do you try to get rid of him when do you believe this is peaking like 47 said, and do you try to get rid of him, maybe get a little bit in return for him, and then
it's not getting any better
than
after
the
this
Alan
year.
Hansen thing?
It's not getting any better after this year.
Well, that's when you want to deal him then. Although you're probably not going to get much. I mean, you got what for Neil Walker? John Neese, so you're not going to be going out there and getting Well, I mean, it's hard to find good shortstops, but over the past couple of years, I mean, the Lindors came up, the Correas, the Seagers, so
Cuba.
shortstop's getting stronger as well.
Yeah.
So I doubt you get much from Mercer, even if he does end up hitting 300 with 10 home runs this season. Although, I mean, he will find a job, I tell you that, if we decide to get rid of him.
Jack Wilson found a job.
But I'm excited for Jordy Mercer, man. I always liked this guy, and a lot of people hated on him for a long time just because he doesn't give you the average you want, and he doesn't have the big power like you see coming from the Andrew McCutchens and the Pedros and whoever else we had in here, the Aramis Ramirez.
Yeah.
Mercer's always been on the back burner of all those guys, you know what I mean? So I like Jordy Mercer, and I hope he continues to hit.
I agree.
I hope he continues to hit, too, because we need offense right now.
So they're both for real? 47? Yes, no?
Polanco, definitely. Mercer.
Just for the season.
For the season, yeah, I think he's going to be okay.
And easy. I know you're not a big Polanco fan.
No, I'm not.
So he's not for real, but Mercer is?
It's not. I'm not going to say it's a breakout season for Polanco yet. No.
So there's
Just not
bigger
going
and
to.
better things ahead. I like it.
Possibly, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you swayed me. You swayed me a little bit earlier. He's still so young, man, dude. He's still.
And they just locked him up long term, man. This
Right.
outfield is set.
Right, so just catch a ball in the outfield. Fans, you want to comment on that? You can hit us up on Twitter at bet_the_spread. Like us on Facebook at bet_the_spread, whatever. And
No, Facebook is facebook.com/betthespread.
peace.